This video is going to be an easy guide for you to figure out how to get all of the tiers in the Shadow Hunt event completed and unlocked in one day so you can get the new TR2 Marksman Rifle as fast as you can. The event started at 10 AM Pacific time, and with some experimentation and a couple of matches where I wasn't even playing for it, it took me a very short period of time. So if you optimize the way you do this properly, you'll be able to finish it fast. I personally tried out a couple of different things to let you guys know what I felt was the best. The tiers are actually not required to be completed in any specific order. You can just do whatever challenges you want first and unlock whatever you want in the order that you want. But to unlock the final tier or the completion reward, you need to have unlocked everything else. The reward everybody gets is the TR2 Marksman Rifle. If you have Black Cell, you also get this skin for Bayon called Black Diamond, and this is what it looks like. It's not bad, not my favorite personally, but not bad. Anyways though, this is how the TR2 Marksman Rifle looks, and here's how it fires. Anyways, the first reward you can get is the Unburied Hatchet Spray, and this you have to either get 50,000 score in multiplayer, complete 30 total rounds in zombies, or complete 5 contracts in Warzone. So this doesn't have to be all in one game at all. What you can do is you can play across multiple zombies matches, for instance, and just accumulate 30 rounds. You can also just go up to round 30 in one game if you're good with that. I personally completed this challenge in zombies just because I felt like getting 30 rounds was pretty easy, and I wasn't really sure how many rounds I'd need in multiplayer just to get 50,000 score, so I figured why not get the 30 rounds. If you find going up to round 30 a bit daunting, or maybe you're not that used to zombies, what you can do is just go up to round 10 3 separate times and you'll be just fine. It's a lot easier, or you can divide it however you want, but it's just much easier to hop into a solo match and go for it. To get this challenge done fast, pick a weapon that has a high magazine capacity and a fast firing rate like an LMG, and pick the map that you feel the most comfortable with. I did this in the Tomb because I think this map is easy to learn and you can access Pack-a-Punch fast without much of a hassle. If you're unfamiliar with zombies, Pack-a-Punch is basically just a way to upgrade your weapon to make it more powerful, which is really useful the higher you go up in your rounds. The second reward that you can get is the Stealth Hunter emblem. For this one, you need to get either 100 eliminations with a weapon that has a suppressor equipped in multiplayer, get 500 critical kills in zombies using a weapon with a suppressor, or you need to get 3 headshots in Warzone. For me, I found that the easiest and fastest way was in zombies, because as you're going for the Unburied Hatchet Spray, make sure that your weapon that you're loading into this game with has a suppressor equipped, and you should be able to get 500 critical kills pretty easily at the same time. Now the thing is, critical kills are headshots, so if you find it harder to get headshots in zombies, then you can just get eliminations in multiplayer, but I think you'd have to play quite a good number of matches, and I don't really think that you'd be able to get it done as fast as you could just getting 500 critical kills in zombies. I'm not sure how doable the 3 headshots is in Warzone, but if you're a Warzone player and you feel comfortable doing that, it might be faster for you at that point. If you're on controller and you're playing zombies, you'll notice that for the most part, it'll sort of just snap your weapon automatically to the zombies' heads. So honestly, just let your controller do most of the work. If you find a Deadshot Daiquiri Percola machine, get that as well, because that'll help you get critical damage too. You can easily get 500 critical kills in one match without a problem, and also get to round 30, or at least be able to get to 30 rounds in zombies really easily. You can even do it all in one game. For the third reward, you unlock a charm called Wolfhound, and for this one, you need to either win 5 multiplayer matches, exfil 3 times successfully in zombies, or complete 5 Warzone matches. I personally think that 5 Warzone matches completed sounds easier, but they just take a lot longer to get through, so that's the reason why I personally didn't go for Warzone in this tier. For the zombies one, doing an exfil on solo is a bit tricky, and if you're not experienced with zombies much, you probably might not want to try this. I tried out the 5 multiplayer wins, and the only thing that you gotta keep in mind is that you have to win the matches, so if you can squad up with some friends that you feel are good at playing objective and things like that, then maybe you might find this easier. I personally found that this was an easy challenge to complete in multiplayer though. I think this might just be the longer of the other challenges because winning 5 matches actually requires you to play and win those 5 matches. Something you might want to consider is Overdrive, which is the new team deathmatch mode, since it's pretty easy to get kills quickly and the games will end faster. If you're playing objective modes like Hardpoint and Domination, it's going to take longer. You're not guaranteed to win if you're matching with randoms, but if you're in a squad with people you know are good, you should be fine. The next next reward is the 1 hour double XP token, and to earn this you need to either get a kill without taking damage 5 times in multiplayer, get 30 kills in a row without taking damage 10 times in zombies, or loot 10 caches in Warzone. So I didn't really try this challenge in Warzone because I don't play Warzone, but from the times I've played it, I'd assumed that this is really easy to do, so I'd recommend that you do this in Warzone and just open 10 caches and then get out of the match. If you don't have Warzone installed, or you just seriously don't even want to touch Warzone, what you can do instead is zombies or multiplayer, and honestly both are really easy. I'd started out with zombies, but I tried out multiplayer as well just to see which one would be faster and ended up doing it all in multiplayer first, so I found that it was easy. The next reward is the Slipstream perk, which is the new perk in Black Ops 6. This one allows you to replace your tac sprint with an increase to your base sprint speed. To earn this reward, you need to either get 5 kills using melee weapons in multiplayer, get 200 kills using melee weapons in zombies, or get an elimination using melee in Warzone. For this one, I think it's really super easy to do in multiplayer. You can play something like Stakeout and get this done fast. I did this in Overdrive, which is the new team deathmatch mode, and I got them fast like at the start of the match I loaded into. Pick a weapon like the knife or the cleaver and just get the 5 kills. It's super easy. It's also really easy in zombies as well, especially if you're already doing the suppressed weapon challenge and trying to get to round 30. You could start the first couple of rounds using your melee weapon, and then if you're on a map where you can easily access melee macchiato, get that for sure, and even pack-a-punch the knife if you're finding it a little difficult to get melee kills at some point. For the most part, 200 melee kills should be really easy in zombies, but I just personally think that the multiplayer version of this challenge is a lot simpler. I don't know how this would be in Warzone, and I don't know how easy it is to get a melee kill in any Warzone match, but for the most part, if you think you can do this in Warzone, do it. I just found that it was super easy to do in multiplayer, and it only takes 1 match. To earn the binary trigger attachment, which is the last major reward in the list before you've completed the event, you need to get 10 eliminations with custom guns in Warzone, kill 10 enemies revealed by your spy cam or prox alarm in multiplayer, or kill 3 elite zombies. I started this one out in zombies to be honest, and I actually had 2 out of the 3 elite zombies killed, but then I've decided to try this in multiplayer to see if it was easy so I could let you guys know. But basically, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do this in zombies if you're good at zombies or you're experienced enough with it. Elites include amalgams and abominations. Special zombies are not elites, so doppelgasts and manglers aren't going to count for this. For the most part, an elite spawns in on round 16. If you don't want to keep progressing higher and higher levels, you can go 3 separate games, hit round 16, kill the elite that spawns, and then move on. Or you could just keep going. You are eventually going to get 3 elites in a single game, but it's just going to take more rounds just to get that point. The multiplayer challenge I thought was okay. I didn't think it was hard, and I did get it done fast, though I personally think the spy cam is a lot more efficient for this challenge, but you need to be careful with where you're positioned as you're using it. The proximity alarm, sometimes what I would do is that I would see an enemy approach from behind and throw the alarm down and then just get the kill. Unfortunately, I didn't get my recording of me using the spy cam in the game, but I tried it out and I thought it was really easy to use as well. Pick the one that you can get the most kills with. I don't really recommend this one for Warzone, honestly. It's not as easy as the other modes. And yeah, once you've done all of that, you're done with the challenge. That's about it. There's not much else to it, but it's a pretty good event in my opinion. It ends on February 20, so you've got a few days to get it done, but honestly, it's really easy to complete it before then. A lot of these challenges can honestly be done in a single zombies match too. I think what's nice about this event is that you actually have challenges to do and not just getting XP or just like collecting stuff that drops on the ground like in the Terminator event or the Archies event. So I do think this event has a good aspect to it. I think overall this is a pretty decent event and the rewards are pretty good as well. And also it looks like the next event in Black Ops 6 is going to be the TMNT crossover because Call of Duty finally confirmed that it's going to be coming, so the leaks were true. I'll be covering that as we get more info and once it drops, so stay tuned for more videos. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe and turn on notifications to all so you never miss out on another upload. Comment below what you think about the Shadow Hunt event, and that's all for today, folks.
Placing prox alarm.
SATCOM, requesting recon overhead. Authorizing POV ECM mission.